said, get Zach back on the show, man.
That's not true. It has worked harder with Cody and Polly.
Cody and Polly.
Oh, that's true.
We're talking about Cory and Jared.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say.
Okay, well, the people that did it best though were Dick and Danielle.
That's true. Well, I don't know. I mean, I think it's pretty close.
Don't talk shit about them.
I mean, when we see Jazz on BB27, like that's gonna be real.
Well, I mean,
Against
Dick and his, I was about to say his wife, his daughter, they at least made it to the finals too.
Yeah, Suri and Jared made it to the final 11 though, and you got to give them props.
Hey.
Twice.
Oh, that's funny, man.
Yeah, you're gonna love your Christmas gift. I'm sending him out in a couple days.
Wait, let me not. I take back everything. I've been a fan of the show forever, before your season. Let me not say anything mean about anyone. I also applied to be on it once.
Nah, say it. It's okay.
America's so chaotic.
I'm telling you, you get on, even if you say mean things about past housewives. But I did have to go on an apology tour after the show. So maybe I don't recommend it.
I heard it was a short tour, though. You got to choose your stops.
Yeah. I mean, we went all along. What do you mean? I don't know.
That you like
a couple people.
Not everyone needed it. Not everyone deserved an apology.
Who?
Not everyone.
Oh, I mean, I think
Mel
so.
Stills,
Now that I've played the game, I have a whole new perspective. But yeah, I came out and I was like, Turner, I'm so sorry.
If there's one thing America has learned, it's the importance of words.
Corey's like,
and the impact those words can have. And how sometimes saying less is the most you can say.
I did watch one where Cory looked like he was about to either vomit or pass out. I forget who it was you said something about, but Cory was like,
Jack, my favorite, so this is on that note. Someone requests a cameo and they're like, can you say Jag is an undeserving Big Brother winner or like an illegitimate Big Brother winner? And I'm like, yes, I can.
Like, I'll do it for free. In fact, I'll pay you.
He said, I did it for free in the jury house.
I think I need to get off this live because the chat is like, who is this lady? Who is Mel?
Oh, come on. Oh, no. It's Mel.
Mel is our friend.
Come on.
Who is Mel?
Mel, you can hang out. You don't have to get
I'm
out.
a random. I paid them.
No, the fourth member of the Unreliables.
The Unreliables.
I'm irrelevant. Like,
I'm fine. You guys, I can take it. I can dish it and take it. It's fine.
Hope so. Anyways, Jag, I got you something that I think is hopefully going to be a fixture of wherever you land in LA. Okay, it's a sign. Okay.
Wait, what is it again? I'm excited.
Yeah, it's
don't give it away.
I'm not going to give it away. I just got to tell America.
You guys, I was on Big Brother. I was the first one eliminated.
I like that. That's a better.
That is true.
What?
You are the only one who has not been voted out of Big Brother.
That is
called.
Wow.
That's pretty
I am the MVP. I'm no one, you guys. I'm literally no one. I'm a social worker in Brooklyn.
Well, Jag has the most votes against of anyone in this call. A significant margin.
That is so true. And
by Bowie Jane. Get her on here.
I just want to say, Cory.
That's mean.
I never voted you out, man. And like that's the one thing right there I can truly say I never voted you out. So.
Zach. Did you just leak that you were the invisible HOH? Did it come out finally?
I cannot confirm or deny. That's a secret I'm going to take with me to the grave.
Yeah, the amount of cutthroat you exhibited while pulling that move, despite the entire time being like, but I like Cory. I don't want to get rid of him. We could just get rid of Mama Fee. And then you're standing up there, chest puffed out, being like...
And then I started dancing for my veto.
And then, okay.
Jag was you were trolled really bad.
I felt so bad because
because right before the ceremony, you and Cory are talking, and I know we've already discussed this before, but whoever's in the chat that hasn't heard this, right before the veto ceremony, Jag and Cory are talking, putting up the awnings, and Jag's like, it'd be funny if I put you guys up, right? Haha. I'm gonna take out a blowback as a joke, and so Cory tells me, I'm like, and I'm like, we're good. Like,
honestly, I fully deserve this because the worst thing I did in the house, like morally, Jag is getting evicted 10-0. I know this. Jag knows he's being saved at this point. And I'm sitting there dead ass studying for the HOH comp. I'm like asking him.
You're studying there with me, and I'm like, this boy doesn't know I'm actually studying for this HOH comp. And you're like, yeah, man. So how many spiders are there? And I'm like, oh boy.
Wait, you knew that you were gonna. That ruined that for me a little bit.
Wait, so Matt blabbed to you what, like hours before?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and then my favorite stunt Jag tried to pull all season, he runs up to me after being saved and goes, thank you, man, I appreciate it.
I'm like, thank you, man, I don't know who did it, but shout out. And you're like, for a second, you're like, wait.
That probably would have been something that you didn't need to keep a secret about, unlike your invisible HOH.
Wait, Jag
I
didn't
just need to keep a secret about my invisible HOH.
Yeah, I didn't even need to really watch the show. I learned everything on the live feeds.
That's
well,
true.
honestly, that's how we watch the show too. But like, it was so funny when Jag's telling me in America, or he told me that he was the invisible HOH before America. He already told Matt, but then he approached us in the bathroom and he's like, "Hey, Matt, guess what? I'm the invisible HOH." And Matt's like, "Dude, no way." We're like, "Bro, we know you told Matt. Like, what is this bullshit?"
Not the night before, though.
Not the night before.
The night of, I was like, oh, he must have told Matt, but we weren't
No,
sure.
America was like, it has to be Suri or Felicia because Jag would have told us.
Well, he did. He told everyone this. Like, okay, I have a question.
There's one
You
thing
did
about
tell everyone that they were going
all
after
about
it.
honesty and integrity. So there's no way he'd lie to us,
Jag,
right?
like, integrity
But
is
Chad,
really
did you feel
important.
awkward? Like, were you like, this is gonna be really awkward because I have told everyone in this room that they're safe?
No, because I knew what move I was gonna make, and I was like, here's the thing, that was such a cool, a double backdoor blindside. I was like, wait, this is.
You
It
were
would have
so
been cooler.
forced
It would have been
into
cooler if they didn't know who did it.
No,
No, it's a blindside.
That's not the definition of a blindside. They didn't know they were gonna go up, and that was the point of
That was sad, America. That was actually. I actually really liked you on the show. You were very cutthroat. That was the one time I
I
felt
was
sad.
evicted this week. Why is this sad for America?
But he's a little schemer and he deserved it. How dare he? I'm just a helpless little girl who just didn't know how to keep her mouth shut. But Cory, he's the real brains
No,
behind
but like,
everything.
here's the thing: is how come both of you fought for your lives when you were on the block together, and I had the veto, and you guys were literally going after each other, like, use it on me, no, use it on me, and I was like.
So that probably
so
so you thought that they would come to your side and go against each other.
No,
well,
not
I mean,
true.
because
I wanted to get off the
They
block.
truly wanted me to use it on them. There's.
Now here's what it was. This is the sneakiest shit I did in the house against you, and this I remember going to you and you're like, "Have you guys decided?" I'm like, "No, but America thinks you're gonna use it on me." So
No, I knew you'd use it on him. Like, it just makes sense because
I'm him.
he's him,
Yeah.
right? And y'all had that stupid
Well,
bullshit.
they made if you actually did this, it was dirty. But they made Cory look dirty in the edit. Like you're like crying in bed. They keep panning, keep crying in bed, and Cory's like walking. He's like, I'm not gonna campaign against you. And then they have him going around to like literally every person being like, want to play pool? So you know whatever I can do.
No, but it was
would
like
do,
it was
baby.
like he wasn't campaigning against me. He's campaigning for himself,
Well,
and that
also,
makes sense.
If I was campaigning against America, everyone
Tell
in the
yourself
house
that, America.
No, the thing was like I wanted him to campaign as hard as he could because I legitimately felt so bad that I put us in that situation that I wanted to go home. But I was like, okay, I can't campaign regardless of what he does.
Okay.
I knew he would be the target.
To be very clear, like, America, you did not put yourself in that situation. The moment Blue won, that was that.
No, I know. We've talked about this before. Very drunk. And so I feel better about that now. But also, the fact that wasn't even the most embarrassing thing that I did in the house, like, or that happened to me in the house is insane.
What
I was
was
talking to my
that?
yesterday about when I grittied up to the vote. And yeah, you didn't hear, but there were crickets in the audience.
Oh,
I
that's
was like, the hoes gonna love this. I was in the dressing room before the vote practicing.
Practicing how to gritty.
I put on my heels and practiced how to gritty, just like, so I wouldn't trip over because I thought it'd be super embarrassing if I tripped, in my heels. Little did I know the most embarrassing thing would me coming out of the shadows up to the podium just gritting, and all you hear are my shoes squeaking.
It was so funny.
It's
It
silent.
was funny.
Cerise over my shoulder, like, hell no.
Wait,
Like,
no,
hell
that was
no.
so funny. We were told we couldn't say anything to you guys. Like, the audience was told we couldn't react when you guys came out, so we couldn't say anything. I thought it was hilarious.
It was so quiet, Jack.
So funny.
No, they were literally like, no, you guys can't say anything, just let them walk. And we're like, bro.
Well, could you if they weren't going to jury?
Well, no, this is the final. This is the last.
Finale night.
As we're voting.
As we're voting. And I remember I did it for like, it felt like it was like 10 seconds of me just gritting, and I look up and the podium is still 20 feet away. And I was
You're like, oh, this is hell.
I was like, help. But I can't stop. I gotta keep the bit going. So
You could have been that person from Canada that voted for the wrong person.
No, I was like, yeah, I could have. I checked several times to make sure. But you know what? What actually happened is I did mess up and I did vote for the wrong person in the end. So,
And I believe that because you were like, I'm about to cockadoodle vote for the slimiest thing. And I was like, I got this in the bag, baby.
the gritting didn't throw you off.
Not at all. I was like, that's just classic America having fun, grittying. And then she says, I'm going to cockadoodle vote for. I was like, all right, I got her vote.
America walks up.
You like being cockadoodle doom?
Wait, what was that?
You like being that? That was a good punishment?
I thought that was funny. I thought it was great.
He would have preferred the Terminator. We all know that.
Terminator is the ultimate. You know, I was like,
I told you, Jack. I was actually gonna say like, when I read my question, you know, like this question's for Jag. I was gonna be like, for the Terminator. I mean, Jag. But I should have. But I didn't know how.
Do you pick your questions, or they make you? You don't have to answer that. Actually.
No, I feel like I feel like CBS wouldn't have liked it. I feel like, you know, people would have been like, "Oh, that's
so
like a touching
funny.
subject." But I'm like, that is so funny. But I already knew that I was gonna gritty, so I didn't want to like double down on the embarrassment, you know.
Yeah, and you did though, and you know, I remember America's like, I'm gonna vote for Jag, and then she goes up there and like covers her key.
I was like, you might as well show everyone the key. Just show everyone, be like, this is what it is.
Blue walks up there. She's like, I'm gonna vote for the person who won a lot of vetoes. I walk up.
She was like, I'm voting for the person that's not blonde. And I was like, bro, just say Matt's name next time. That was so
like the blonde guy.
Yeah. Felicia's like, I don't know who I'm voting for. Plays this again.
bro.
Come on, God.
She's like, come on, God. Chose a random key.
It was funny if Cam did the.
Oh, Jack.
Oh, he should have. Oh my God.
Thank you. But that, so I'm texting everyone for addresses to send the Christmas stuff. And I text Felicia. And Felicia's like, call me. I want to make sure this is actually Cory. I send her a video of me being like, hey, Felicia, it's me. Like, I'm out right now, but like, Merry Christmas. Then she calls me. She's like, I want to make sure because this stuff can be faked.
Oh my God. No, that's good. That's good. That's cybersecurity right there.
He's the only one that did that. Everyone else just sent you their address.
Because she was
That's
saying,
actually really smart.
She was saying several people have tried to get my address already. I'm like, no one's tried to get my address yet.
What? Yeah, I feel left out.
I know. And I mean, you know.
Somebody sent me like a letter, like to my home.
Something did show up in my mailbox.
Yeah.
Was it a nice letter?
They were nice, but you know.
That's like weird. If you're gonna send a nice letter, just I don't know, send a DM.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, everyone's getting mad at me. I'm gonna go and let you guys have a little reunion. But if you do have your outfit, you should wear it when you battle, because I think people will then come into your.
My cockadoodle Zoom
Cory, put on the
outfit.
drum.
It's at home. It's in OMAC.
oh no.
I know.
It's so that's so unlucky. We're in OMAC right now.
Lomac?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
All right. Anyway, this was really fun. I feel starstruck, but also you guys are really normal, so not really.
We're just normal people. Mel, thank you so much for helping us out. You're the best.
Have a good night. Sorry to everyone in the chat who wanted me to shut up. I'm sorry.
But nice to meet
No,
you.
don't
Mel.
apologize. Mel, you're the
Bye.
best.
You're the best, Mel.
Bye, Jazz.
Okay, now let's get off to fuck this guy.
Yeah, who are they, bro? What the? That was your cue to get the fuck out of here.
Are we interrupting the battle? Do you have like a big tournament coming up?
I do have a big tournament coming up.
All right, so tell us about it. Like, who's the big threats?
Everyone that I'm going against is a threat.
Oh, no. But like, how many vetoes have they won?
Hey, and those are the real questions. You know, I'm gonna pull up and be like, hey, but if this was a veto though.
Jag, I love when people are like, Jag only beat senior citizens. I'm like, yeah, and the Olympian.
You're like, okay.
And the litigator of the Bernie Madoff trial.
Oh my god, that shit.
I got that today. Bowie was the defense.
He's not lying, Jag.
Wait.
Well, I mean, she's a defense attorney, so I'm not certain, but I was like, damn, that's a tough case to argue.
That's so funny, dude. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
That's goofy. Were you just deep diving on that or what?
No, I watched Bowie's God 101 because Izzy's came out today and it was so funny. Oh my god. It's like, did you grow up with God? She's like,
We're still waiting for yours, Jag.
Hey, it'll happen here sometime in January.
oh, I can't wait.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
You want to practice?
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Jag. So many things to talk about. We have to catch up. But first, God. Jag, did you grow up with God?
He was my next door neighbor, actually.
Dude, Jag's gonna roll up to the TikTok battle against God.
Against God, and be like, guys, come on, drop a glove right now. We gotta go crazy. Oh my god.
That's crazy. So there's a lot of threats in this tournament, right?
There are.
And like, do you get 2 lives in the battle, or is it like normal, like legitimate rules where you only have 1 life?
You know, Cory,
Is there
I'm
a path
so
to
bitter
power?
about that. Huh?
I'm bitter only because I was 8 seconds away from winning it. That's the only reason I'm bitter. And I would have used it on you. I hope you know that.
Hey, you know what? I believe that. I believe it.
I think like I would have planned on not using it, but then I would have seen your eyes while we were studying before the vote. And I just...
People in the chat, liar. All liar. Lies. Don't believe it.
Bro,
No, he's not a liar, okay? He's my friend. He's a truther.
the unreliables were already formed at that point. We were tight. We locked in a final 8 pact, which you did fulfill, so I appreciate that.
Hey, I did fulfill that. And you know what? The correct move for you to make would have been to not use it, because that's what fulfills the unreliable pact. And that would have been great. You know, the worst part of this is, like, I never got to see any goodbye messages. How were your guys's?
To you, it was like, mine was literally 18 inside jokes that they wouldn't have shown. It was like, Jag, you've been schooled. Class is out. I thought we had the votes.
Did you actually? No way.
For the Jag's goodbye message?
The professors?
Yeah. I was like, ding, ding, ding. That's the bell. You just got detention. It was pretty good.
Mine was like, oh my god, I can't wait for you to take me. I don't think Blomac existed then, but I was talking about OMAC, and I was like, I can't wait to go to OMAC and feel like that sweet, sweet nectar running down my throat or something like that. About the OMAC water, because we had talked about how good OMAC water was, so I was like, you know.
Oh my, wait, that's so, yeah. Damn, bro. That would have been so funny. I wonder if I'm allowed to go see them later.
They're not in that case of like 30 CDs that you got from CBS.
I didn't see any of that yet.
No.
That'd be so. If they have a little spoilers or goodbye messages, that would be so lit.
That would be cool. I mean, you'd have a lot of them for sure.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, you had a lot. I mean, what do you have? 12 votes cast against you, and then
12 against
5 votes cast for you.
12 votes cast against me. How many for me?
Well, I mean, I'm just talking about finale night. You had 8 cast for you with. So overall, you're 13 and 12.
The ratio's not bad, yeah.
You're positive. I'm negative. I didn't have any votes cast for me to win the game, so.
You know what? But I would have voted for you.
I believe that too, and mostly because I'm a guy. I don't think you would have voted for a woman in the end.
But
Matter of principle.
I can't even say anything. I'm not even gonna say anything.
It's right. It's right. He knows it's true. Jack, if it was me and Cory in the final two, who would you have voted for?
Good question.
Whoever would have danced,
I would have danced
in their
for
final
sure.
speech.
I would have danced for sure. I would have
Not
picked up
true.
my leg. I would have bent over on the chair.
I would have whipped out the Rubik's Cube.
You would have Rubik's Cube. Corey would have done that. Wait, they didn't show the veto
I would
speeches.
have we'll do a TikTok battle right after the show. I promise you. Just vote for me, please.
If you vote for me, we'll battle.
That's pretty good.
That's so funny.
We're gonna stay up all night watching your battles. So like, hopefully you stay in for a while.
Hey, you know me. We're
gotta-
doing our thing. Wait, Casey wanted to say I have her join.
Hopefully you don't fall asleep during the battle and just
Oh my god, dude.
It
Yeah,
happens.
when I tell you, it was do or die. Like, I knew when I was in the pressure cooker, I was like, all right, this is it. Like, this is it. Like, I need to win, otherwise Cam puts me up. I go home. And I just,
Which means you were wrong. You were safe that week.
I was safe.
Yeah, you were never in trouble that week. And honestly, even the next week, you were chilling.
And what about you, America? Why did you decide to throw it? No, tell me, and also tell me about how you feel about getting so close to the record, but not getting it. I'd love to hear more about that.
Well, the thing is, you know, I've always been Team Cam. So I went in there knowing that I was going to throw it to him always. 'cause-
Yeah, she was always playing for second in the pressure cooker.
Right.
Just enough to deliver the win on
Once,
the silver platter.
yeah, once I
To
saw,
be clear, we all knew this because Cam made it very clear about 2 seconds in. He said, all right, y'all can let go now or let go later. I'm going to win this thing. And we said, whatever, Cam, shut up. And then that's exactly what happened. And that's what pissed me off the most. I was like, damn it, dude, he was right.
king of manifestation. He made it happen. And you know what? You went in there and said, 2 seconds in, you said, I'm going to piss everywhere.
I said,
And you know what
I
happened?
need to go to the bathroom. And
that you did.
Jag said, I'm going to pee on Cory.
Corey, the fact that you're like, wait, what is this light mist? Oh, wow.
Jag said, HOH, old. Bold, peeing on Cory's feet.
Peeing right now. Golden showers. Heard of it? Right now, it's happening.
pants down, cockadoodle head on.
Bro, that's the thing is I had my cockadoodle zoom hat still on, chicken costume at my ankles. What are we talking about? I'm a grown man like this, and I'm like, hand still on the buzzer or the button. That was just wild. That was wild.
Can you like affirm something? Because no one believes me. We all pissed in the cockadoodle zoom slime, right?
All right, you said what?
Right? We all peed during that competition.
You only peed? Wait a second.
What do you think when you were clucking?
We were clucking and you only had to pee?
He was
See, I
clucking
have a
sitting.
winner's mentality. That's crazy.
I can't believe Jag.
Wait, so what you guys don't know is that the cockadoodle zoom costume, the first part of that was actually a strip tease, and that's why Cory was focusing on that part of the competition rather than collecting the eggs. That's why he was doing so well.
Can we talk about Jag cheating in cockadoodle zoom? I've had this on my chest for a long time.
All right.
The instructions are like, you cannot intentionally take off your clothes. Meanwhile, after the first lap, Jag's shoes, socks, shirt,
Hats off. Like,
his
Shirt
pasties took
off,
off.
dude.
Like, he had nothing on. He was naked going through there. He's like,
Less weight on me.
throws his shoe across.
he waxed his
Okay,
chest.
but don't pretend like you were doing the same exact thing, okay? Your ass was out showing everyone. America's the only one who wanted to see, and I was like, wow, this is absolutely wild. And I say she's the only one, but truly, the reason I'm mad is because I was like, how come he's putting on a show while I'm fighting for my life? Like, you should turn around Show everyone. This is equality, man.
No, it's so sad. So you also cheated in another way in this competition. Let's get into it. You also jumped in the slime before the thing started, and then you walked back out. So now all of a sudden you know what the slime is. Meanwhile, they go. I belly flop in. Meanwhile, you're like going over the gate, basically.
What I actually did, what they didn't show, is I just didn't go through the slime. I just walked around and was like, no, thank you. I'll just collect the egg and I'll walk around and put it back down.
Mr. Fantastic. Like, Luffy, like, reaches across, grabs the egg, and just...
But I like your strategy where, you know, we're going through this slime. You say the best way to get across is to belly flop in, roll around, and then strip naked.
Jack, he wasn't the only one with the strategy. If you look 2 rows over at Felicia's lane, she also...
She committed to the strategy, though. She committed. Y'all started to live there. You said, I pay rent here now. That's what you said. You signed the lease. You fully signed the lease on that.
With Baines Bros Realty.
Yeah, I was like, okay, right there. I ran over. I was like, all right, this is the perfect place for you. Right here. Sign here. You signed it. Done deal.
Jag, is it okay? Like, I don't want to step on your turf. Can I release my acoustic version of Bounce?
Hey. Release it right now. Hey, maybe we can collab.
Yeah? Oh, dude, I listened to the full thing yesterday for the first time in like months. You got bars, dude.
It's so good.
Holy.
Let's go, motherfuckers.
Wait, I think America's the only one that...
Wait, America, I think you're the only one that has it.
Yeah, I do. Wrong me. I dare you.
Well, I don't know. She has Instagram subs on now. Now a lot of people have it.
Wait, no, like literally nobody else has it.
I don't have it.
Yeah, he doesn't have it.
Yeah, I have it. We listen to it all the time. Not as often as we listen to Busted by DJ Bowie Jane or Naughty Boy, but
Jack, wait.
it's up there.
Can I ask you something? And if you can't say anything about it, just say that. Was Bowie Jane's song Naughty Boy about you?
Wait, better question. Have you heard the song Naughty Boy?
I'm gonna put it on right now.
I knew you had it. You gotta listen to it. Wait, you gotta watch the music video. It is so funny.
It's my favorite Bowie song by far.
She didn't get the rights to Cockadoodle Zooms, so she has a random bunny in the...
Naughty Boy. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good, Jag.
Wait, she released it and I have not seen this music video.
Oh, it's such a jam.
Wait, I gotta see this.
Wait, why have I heard this but not seen this?
Because it's about you.
When was this? 10 years ago.
You released it during week 4.
Wait. Wait a second. I'm gonna do a cover of this song. That's the next thing.
I love this shit. Oh, it's so good.
Wait, wow. Wait, she's really committing to this.
Oh, she's all out. She's going all out.
Oh, there you are.
The bunny. That bunny was in fact me.
Yes. It was.
That's the other twist, is Bowie and I actually knew each other. 10 years ago, I made this video with her, not knowing that she would be on Big Brother. And then I recognized her, and that's when I was like, you know what? We're going to go to the final 3 together.
You know how they met? Jag actually worked with Bernie Madoff. So he got his start in this whole space.
Man. Hey,
Oh, wait, we're looking for movers. He owns a truck company. What are we doing?
Oh, hello. Is your truck still running, Jag? I'm looking for a truck.
you think I have a moving company? Hey, honestly, we could probably arrange something. No, I'm just kidding. We got gas trucks. Wait, are you bringing all your stuff from Texas all the way to Nashville?
The lighting's awful. It's from from Brooklyn to Nashville.
That's
Sister distance.
Oh, is that not further?
Probably a little further.
I don't know. You're very south in Texas, though. I think
I'm very south in Texas, but yeah, it's like 14 hours. What you doing? Like January 5th.
Well, okay, we don't want to ask you what you're doing January 6th.
What? Wait, what's happening January 6th?
Don't tell him. Chat, do not tell him.
Look up January 6th and just, yeah. What pops up if, I wonder.
January 6th, United States Capitol attack is what pops up. Is that what joke you're making? Bro, you're way too astute for me.
Sorry. I forget. Oh my god. So who do you think would win in a fight? Your substitute teacher students or Mimi's non-existent students?
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. I've been telling her me and my students would beat her in a fight any day. She was going wild. She was going
You
wild.
actually shout them out. You said you would give them a shout out during one of the votes.
Did I shout? I shouted them out when I was HOH and got a little video that we like. You get to record a little video that they
That is
post.
so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, America, you wouldn't know. Oh, Cory. Oh shit, you wouldn't. Oh my god, that was a quick HOH. My bad. Talking to the wrong people.
Well, you only won 2 HOHs.
3.
On the record.
3.
Got him.
No.
Got him.
Oh, it's him. Confirmed.
No. No. It's because when Cory won that HOH, I was like, this is our win. That's why I said 3. There's no other time I won. I won 2 HOHs on the record.
Wait, which HOHs did you win? So you won the BB Comics, where you upstaged the fastest time a woman's ever gotten in BB Comics.
Oh,
You said that's my moment.
Yeah, you couldn't let me shine. And then he had the audacity to do push-ups before the competition.
That is not true. That is not true.
That is
I don't
true.
know what the fuck they showed.
Y'all know this.
You know
He
what
got
happened?
8 minutes and 30 seconds with the push-ups, with the 30-second push-ups.
So what happened is this is the real story. I started the time. I started doing push-ups till infinity. I got halfway through. I stopped, I drank water, came back, did more push-ups. Then I started the competition, put it on, walked around, took a nap, pressure cooker style, woke up, hit the buzzer, and it said 8 minutes, 30 seconds. I was like, oh man, I don't know if I got this. That's what happened. That's the real story.
Yeah. And then
Wait,
Jag was
America,
the
you have the
first
fastest time ever for a woman. That's dope.
And that's
Wait,
because I
me
was
and America are
distracted by all the
beasts.
titties
What
that
the
I
hell?
was seeing.
Huh?
That's because I was distracted by all the titties and all the superhero women.
Bro, you snuck that in there out of nowhere.
I was talking to Cory today. We talk about this all the time. How they didn't make me busty. I have no cleavage. Everyone else got cleavage.
Wait, what was yours? Nightmerica?
Nightmerica. I got
I
no
actually-
cleavage.
so-
no ass.
I didn't understand. You said no ass. You were facing the. You couldn't. Anyway, I didn't understand Nightmerica until after the competition. I was like, what is Night America? That's what I thought it said. I was
You
like,
didn't get it. You didn't see the fangs? I'm a vampire.
no, I got it afterwards. I was just like, anyway, I was going so fast through it. You know what I mean?
still don't understand mine. I'm Albacore? Albacore?
Cory? Yeah, I don't know.
What the fuck is that?
I get, like, there's a pun there, but, like, what are you making a
It's
pun
because of
of?
the school. They wanted to make the school like, oh, he's a student.
School of
Haha.
fish. Like, you got schooled or something?
Mm-mm.
I don't know. And mine was like, what I appreciate about mine is like there was a lot of thought and effort and energy they put into mine because it was really creative, right? I was like, you know, I feel like it could be the Turbinator, that would be cool. It could be the Milkman, you know what I mean? There's a lot of things that they could work with here. And I was thankful that they went with Cockadoodle Zoom.
Iconic.
Well, I think that was them just predicting your time in BB Comics.
Did you see how it's like the same costume that Annalise had her season?
Yeah.
Right? So you haven't washed that suit, huh?
Not ever since. They actually gave it to me dry cleaned and I was so mad.
Yeah. Like, damn, I didn't get to
dare
sniff it
you?
one last time.
How dare you?
So sad. So sad. Jag, you were such an inspiration on this season. Like, I was like a player, but more so I felt like I was a viewer of Jag's win when I was there. Throughout the entire season. And I hope you know that, right? Like, as I was there voting to evict you. that
Hey,
one time, and then
thank
both
you.
the other time.
I feel the same way about you, Cory. Like, I feel like, as a player, incredible. As a viewer, like watching you, be like, yo, you know, it's me, you, America, Matt till the end. I would be so stupid to not go to the end with you guys. And then you walk to every other house guest and you say, we gotta put them up. We gotta put them up immediately. And then when I literally sat you down, Cory, and I was like, hey, Cory, why don't you never fucking do that again, buddy? I was like, you keep throwing our name under the bus. Let's stop that. And you were like,
Meanwhile, Jag is trying to convince Matt. No. Jag is like, Matt, we should go to the Final Four with America and Cory. And Matt's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? No.
Meanwhile, I'm fighting for your fucking life, Cory, and you're walking around and you're like, hey, Mama Fee, how about a Final Four? Me, America, perhaps you, perhaps Mimi?
That was so stupid. And I kept asking him, why did you do this? Why? I remember like,
Not Nazi
about him. He was overcooking because I was like, why the fuck would we do this? Like, he's like, oh, in case they win a competition. And I was like, we're hoping for the slip and slide. We're thinking it's the slip and slide next.
You're like, we know it's the slip and slide next.
You know
what I mean?
Slip and slide. Why is this happening? And the crazy part about us going around being like, Matt and Jag gotta be targeted, is everyone took that and they were like, Jag, yes. Matt, nah.
No, because Matt is the king of the. They were like, Matt is the untouchable. They were like, Jag needs to go. Like if we get Jag out, that's how we get to Matt. That was everyone's thing.
So we were saying like if anyone final 7 on one HOH outside of you and Matt and Bowie, I still think they would have put up like you and Bowie. Like I don't think Suri's putting up Matt.
That would be so dumb.
No, Suri.
It would be dumb, but literally, I don't think they would have put up Matt. Yeah.
I don't think so. But,
And like,
then you would have had a chance because Matt would have won the veto, taken you off, and it would have been like
I would have won the veto, and then Matt would have gone up.
Not if it's a ball pit. Not if it's a ball pit comp.
Oh, you're right. If it's a ball pit, Matt would have won the veto.
Yeah, Jag's good at the vetoes. Matt's good at the ball pit vetoes. Blue's good at the whiteboard vetoes.
She's the only woman to win a veto this season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She put that on the video.
Player to win a veto this season.
You said what?
You're the only Punjabi player to win a veto this season.
That's true.
That's true.
Only Punjabi Sikh guy named Jag to ever win a competition in Big Brother.
You're one of 3 good people to win a competition this season.
I'm saying, thank you that you're saying that, bro, because I have felt that.
He's been saying that. What do you mean? He's been saying that.
I've been saying
now.
Bro.
My favorite moment, Jag, the entire finale was Matt being like, I'm the first deaf player to play Big Brother. Like, I feel like I deserve this win. You going, I'm the first Sikh player to play Big Brother. I deserve this win. And I'm like, well, I'm fucked.
Either way,
there is no outcome here. I am voting against somebody. This is not.
You weren't voting for. I want it to be very clear to everyone else. Cory did not vote for the first Sikh player to win. He voted against the first deaf player. And you made a strong point about that to me afterwards, didn't you, Cory?
Wait. We got to tell you, have we told you the Universal story?
Oh, this is crazy.
We were at Universal and we were getting recognized a ton, whatever. This girl comes up. She's youngish, like teenager. She's like, oh my God, Cory in America from Big Brother. We're like, hi, how are you? She's like, I was rooting for Matt. And we're like, boo, boo.
Root for us.
Yeah, she's like, we're like, boo. And then she's like, oh, well, I'm deaf. So.
No.
We were like, she's like, oh my God, Matt's great. He overcame so much in the house. It's such a huge accomplishment to get to the end, but by then, like, damage was done. She just walked away. But
it reminds me of come back from that. That's wild.
It reminds me of the cameo I get that's like, hey, I'm Sikh and Punjabi. Jag was still my second favorite player.
That was crazy when you told me about that. I was like, come on, where's the love, guys? Like, oh, I'm Sikh, Punjabi, and Cory, I want a cameo from you, shouting me out. I'm like,
Say Jag's an illegitimate winner.
say he's undeserving, worst winner of all time, top 5 disappointment, and you're like,
No, legit, and I don't know if you feel this way, but I feel like because America and I voted for you to receive a life-changing amount of money, I feel when people pay me a cameo to say something bad about you, I will say an even worse thing.
you gotta go even, you gotta go
Free
overboard.
of charge.
Free of charge is the thing, man. You gotta do it. And the thing is, all they gotta do is hop on a live with us and they'll hear you saying terrible things about me anyway.
Yeah, what's 2 against 1 here? If you bring Jazz on, I'm not gonna help.
Hey,
He wasn't in the house. He doesn't know the struggles we had to go through.
oh my god, yeah, like you guys laying on the hammock the whole time, me coming over. Honestly,
Making
it
out
was
during the competitions, me licking
nibbling
Cory's
each other's ears, sucking each other's toes while I'm hanging on for
sucking.
our live.
just sucking in general.
Okay, we're hearing this from the toes guy. That's what we called you in the house. We might
Hey,
have
first of
toes.
all, tingers, all right? Put some respect on my name. You might have toes, okay, Cory? I have tingers.
It was
I'm a
so
grown
fucked up
man.
because during Superhero Trading Academy, I had to use my arms. You just gripped with your feet.
And that's what they didn't see. Like, I just gripped it with my feet. My arms were good. I was back like this. I was la 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 la.
It was so fucked up. In Cockadoodle Zoom, you just strided through like a fish. with
My
flippers.
toes were running for me.
Your toes have toes. You have 25 on each foot. It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So, I had advantages. I'll say it.
Yeah.
But, I think that was my favorite part of the season is like me holding onto that rope for so long, just absolutely dying. I look over, you guys are whispering sweet nothings into each other's ears, literally licking each other's faces and ears. And I'm like, wow, like they are.
Jag. Here's my thing.
Meanwhile, Matt did not sit down the whole time. He's standing up and he's like, come on, focus, bro. He's like, mental. Every time I turn around, he's doing that. And I'm like, this is my squad.
Jag. I was trying to get in a good head state for the second veto. I was trying to rest up, okay? And I did pretty well. I didn't do a bad job.
I was just trying to get him to get relaxed.
If you didn't throw the second veto, if you didn't choose to push the money away, we all could have been at the end together.
Yo, when I tell you, first of all, the fact that they had me hang on for that long and right afterwards,
Right after, you had 45 minutes, brother. I was on that rope for 20 minutes. It wasn't that hard.
And that's why you left. You were like, you know what? This is light work. Let me hop off. Jag got this.
My trusted ally said I was safe for the week.
Hey, you were. At that time, you were. Had Blue not won the next veto. I was like, this is good. I win the first veto. I feel great about this because I have the rest of my squad going against, one person I think will be good.
And then I put 10 seconds on my board.
As if Matt wouldn't have won that veto and pushed for us to go.
Yeah.
I'm certain of it.
Yeah.
Because honestly, Jag, I will say, going out in 10th place on Cam's HOH would have sucked. So I do appreciate that. That was Jag's best move of the season. I don't even know if it was a good move for you, but it was
it all worked out, so every move ends up being a good move for me. But I'll tell you
I'm
what,
not giving you that. I'm not giving you that.
it works out.
You're
It works
put on
out.
the block. You go up to Cameron and you're like, sure. I'll do it. You're like, I just made a great new alliance, the 7 Deadly Sins. We're going to the end together.
Oh yeah, and
You
guess
just-
what?
And America, she's untrustworthy.
Hey, you know what? Because and the best thing about this and you using this example is because Cory, you trusted me so much, and you're like, you know what? I am gonna go to the end with this man.
I would have.
I believe that. I think the best part of the three of us hanging out all the time, and it was so awkward, is like America third wheeling. It was like,
No, I felt this, and you see all the videos, you've seen all the screenshots.
We saw
America whipped out the astrology chart today, and it does not look good for me in America. So, Jag,
what time were you born?
Well, okay. What does each thing entail? Let me strategically give the answer that I want.
You've never been about strategy. Shut up. What time were you born?
what competition can you win?
Okay, now that's
This is a security question for one of your accounts. Don't listen to them.
yeah. I'm trying to get into my. Wait, 1 second. Where were you? What's your high school mascot?
Yeah.
What's your childhood pet name?
Get to know you a little bit more. You're right. I can't tell you any of this, but perhaps Cory, what time were you born? And next question, Cory. While you think about that, what perhaps is your credit card number? And then perhaps give me 3 random numbers that maybe could be found on the back of your card.
Can you at least admit that, and like, we can be honest, it's way after the season now, that I would have destroyed you and Johnny Mac, Demented Dentist?
No, and you know, the thing about it is, Cory, you would have beat me in every competition that I won. Period. End of sentence.
On to Jack of the competition.
Because the thing about you that people don't realize is you see Cory and everything about you, and you get to know Cory. Everything about you is comp beast, man. That's what it yells out to me. Comp beast. You gotta watch out for this guy. He's gonna beat me in every comp, and I thought that the whole time, and that's why it was so important to get you out, man.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, did you know this actually? So, you know, when you won Sweaty Scrimmage, you're like, Cory, I protected you. I got you, you know? Like, your ass was grass if you lost that. Like, you're the replacement of him, and you're probably going home. Like, that was Jared's target, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, like, I found that out because I figured I was the backup target the whole time. Really, I was never that because Jared thought I couldn't win a competition ever, and he's right. Whereas you could.
Yeah.
But I remember you were like pissed. You're like, dude, America and Cory can't win a competition to save their fucking life.
But however, I won that and then I used it on you, so I did save you. Because here's the wildest thing is the conversation we had where I was like, oh yeah, I used that, and you're like, you know what? I feel really good about, even if you didn't use it, I think America would have gone home. My brother in Christ, Cory, I do not believe so.
No. If it was me and America on the block, I go home. But I'm saying, like, if it was if Cameron won, he would have taken off America. You would have gone up, and you would have gone home.
Oh, I mean, yeah. The moment I touched that block, I would have gone home. The issue is that
you couldn't. You were.
I beat Cameron.
Well, here's what pisses me off, Jack. I feel like, and I don't know if this is true. You could correct me. You were allowed to play in every HOH comp of the season somehow. Like, it was a weird thing where, like, you'd win HOH and then you'd play in the next one, and then you'd win that one and you'd play in the next one. It was like, what?
Well, and that's funny that you mentioned that, Cory, because didn't you win that HOH? And then right after the next HOH, did you?
You're not allowed to
perhaps play, Cory. Jog my memory, because you've always been the mastermind of the season and you know everything. But did you play We Come in Pieces? Right after the double that you won. And also, mind you, I like how for that competition, everyone was like, you know what? America and Cory are really smart, and they're gonna cook, because America, first comp, day one, solved that puzzle so quick. It's in the bag. Cory, just the smartest guy we've ever met. They're gonna cook. And then I look over, and you guys are like literally building Legos on the ground. Crisscross applesauce, tongue out.
I built like a chair to watch.
I was like, what is happening right now? I looked over and I was like,
wait, again. And Jag, like, I don't mean to keep baiting you into this. Are you telling me that you won the final 8 HOH? because otherwise there'd be no problem with you playing in the final 7.
No. That's why I was confusing. I
remember asking Jag, like, Jag, what was your time in BB Comics? He's like, 909.
909. And the best part is, like, why did you guys even for a second believe that?
Okay, for the smallest second, because you were like, and Blue said you went 1524. That's the worst time I've ever.
Me impossible, I said.
You're like, I respect Blue too much of a person to ever think she could put up such an atrocious time. And I'm like, okay.
And then everyone's like, and it worked.
Jag, don't act like you didn't get evicted 10-0 pre-jury. That actually is the reason why I didn't give a shit, because it was pre-jury. It's like week 4. Like, no one even was playing the game. It's fine, whatever. At that point, only Suri was playing. Like, I think the actual game started.
And the best thing is, like, because she played the game so well first half of the season, not only did she evict her greatest ally, Haisam, who would have won everything and carried her to the end, she then went and made the next best move for her game, which is evict Red, who was so loyal to her. And that's why I'm like, say that, bro. She's a mastermind. Like, she was playing hard, and I respect that. All the time, I'll respect that.
The Suri fans are in your inbox.
Did he spit? Did he just say something?
Now you just
said something.
Look, Suri dominated the first half of the game. Cory dominated the next week of the game. And then Jag dominated the entire game after that. That's the way I view it.
No, I see that. I see that.
And me?
And America
and perhaps
was the star of the show.
The star of the show, baby. That's what I'm saying.
Using my womanly wiles to make it all the way to prestigious 6th place.
I would say that ultimately Bowie Jane dominated Zombie Week. Is that fair to say?
She did.
And Zombie Week, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That was
Honestly,
her week.
You could have gone into double eviction and then you would have been a zombie. You would have came back a second time. And then you still would have won. It would have been awesome.
Okay, Victor.
Wait, I should have. That actually would have been a better move. You should have evicted me, man.
Also, what blew my mind is, you know the competition with the shovel?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just like Kobe?
That's what, you know, if it was me versus Cory, you know, that's what it would have been. You know, just from the back, sinking threes, easy. Easy.
That was my strategy. And
what was your strategy though? From up there, you're just like, oh, and Cam's balls just dropped.
Wait, yeah, because you were announcing it, and I was like, oh god.
I was because I was the HOH of the week, despite having none of the HOH privileges. So they had me like go into the storage room, and there's an envelope. I'm so excited. I got an advantage. I open it up, and it's like, CBS has given you hot sauce.
And,
I'm like,
and oxtail, 1 oxtail for all 11 of you. Even though it's week fucking 10. Here's what.
Bro, I mean, at least you got something then. Whoever the invisible HOH is didn't even get anything that week.
Yeah, poor guy. I feel so bad for him.
Why do you say guy? Why do you assume that? That's kind of messed up.
Shut up.
well, we know America got the fastest time in Big Brother history for a woman, and she wasn't the HOH.
Wait, that's wild. That is wild.
So,
America, you were going off though. What was your time?
shut up.
No, actually,
53.
10:53.
You know how long 3 minutes is, Jag? We can sit here in silence for 3
Jag
minutes,
did
and it's
Cock-a-doodle
gonna be the
Zoom in 3
longest
minutes.
fucking time in the world.
But the thing is, I recognize the difference between the comics the quickest. Then I just hit the buzzer and nothing happened. I was like, what?
And that's the same thing as like you recognize the pattern in sweaty scrimmage first, and you said done.
In Cock-a-doodle Zoom, I had the perfect strategy. It was just the execution. You know what pissed me off? Jack, can I complain for a second?
Sure.
And you can tell, like, I've moved on.
Absolutely. Haven't we all?
Double eviction veto, the first one. Matt thinks I'm throwing the competition because I didn't get 1 stake. I'm the only one who knew how to do the competition correctly. Meanwhile, you guys are just like,
Relying on strength.
did you not think about this at all? Was that like ever in your head, or were you just like, fuck it, let's just go?
So what I did is what you did, but just faster. When I ran back, I had the other ones, like the other stakes, already up. So one of them was already near my ledge. I ran back, came back, grabbed the other one, ran back, came back. I literally saw where it was, grabbed it, but by then Matt was just faster.
Yeah,
But
because
my
like
first,
once you-
the place where I messed up on that is right at the beginning when I jumped in. I was like, I'm gonna just throw everything out, but it was not the style of like the second ball pit was that style, and this style was like they were like Orbeez, and I was like, I tried doing that, and I was like, I look so fucking stupid, and I was like, let me just like dig around for this.
What was crazy about it was like, I think when you and Matt, and even probably Jared, when you guys jumped in it, some of the shit came to the surface because you guys are just like bigger bodies, so like the fucking volume of it all. Meanwhile, like I think I could still be looking and not find my third steak.
Bro, for me, and this was an advantage, like I was looking at it with my hands, and then my tingers grabbed 2 of them, and I said, and they just brought them up, and I was like, oh, thank you, and I just kept looking, and that was crazy, you know?
I actually found the third steak yesterday. I was going to the bathroom. It was crazy. I was like, this makes so much sense now.
You were just swimming around in there. That's what I loved the most.
Yeah, it was exfoliating. Really was my goal of the whole thing. But Jag, honestly, if you had to create your dream pair for the Amazing Race from our cast, right? Doesn't have to be. It could be any 2 people. What's the dream team?
Any 2 people?
Mm-hmm.
Cory, Jag.
Cory and Jag. I think we.
Oh, wait, is America still there? Did she leave? Oh, wait, America, give me the screen. America, give me the. Cory, can you only show her and close your ears for a second?
I got bounced. I'm about to release it on Twitter. Say it again.
My dream team, America, would be America. Wait, Cory, look away real quick. America, Jag.
There you go. I just deleted the tweet.
Hey, Jag.
Cory, how are you doing?
Jag, I think you and I should target America next time. What do you think? All right, I'm gonna give it to America.
America, this Cory guy, can't trust him.
We gotta go after him.
Absolutely. Are you Absolutely. No questions asked. Oh, hey, Cory.
Jag, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm getting a little paranoid.
Paranoid about what happened?
Just, I don't know. Like, so I was thinking of our alliance name, right?
Right.
Right. Like, and like, I know you had the Minutemen with Matt, right?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So like, can I be another Minuteman? Can we be the Minutemen again? Can I be 3 Minutemen?
What was the Rat Pack alliance? Wait, 1 second. The 3-way. Wait, 1 second. Wait, y'all actually had an alliance called, what was it? The 3-way rats?
The 3-way rats, and they apparently it wasn't featured on the show for some reason.
It's weird because America, Matt, and I were such a dominant strategic trio in the game.
It was crazy because
we ran things.
Talked about it in the DR all the time, and then I went in there and it was
3-way rats. Wait, okay. The 3-way rats, when did y'all make this team? Okay, because when y'all pulled me outside and you were like, all right, we are called the 3-way rats and we want it to be Jagman 3-way rats. Yeah. All like you 2 were laughing, Matt was laughing, and that's what I was like, wait, is this real? Ha ha ha. Because I was like, there's no way. I knew for a fact, this is what I knew. There's no way Matt and y'all are actually working that closely because just recently I was fighting for Cory's life and Matt was like, no. Let's send him home. I'm down. Hey. Crazy idea. Cam just pissed me. We evict Cory. And I was like, Matt, no, why? So I was like, all right, they're not that close. But I was like, this name, because I saw Matt's face. Matt can't lie. And so, huh?
Matt never told you about it?
Well, let's TBH.
No, but he was like, yeah, it's a thing. And I was like, wait.
It was him cock blocking on the hammock. And so we're like, instead of cock blocking, why don't you just join? You know, we'll be the 3-way. And they were like, no, that's too provocative. Let's do 3-way rats. And that's
3-way rats.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was made like a little bit after the Unreliables.
It was made during the 4th week, I think, because that's when we were hanging out on the hammock a lot and people kept coming out. Matt would come out. Cam would come out, Bowie, Jane would come out.
But honestly, for us, we like the 3-way rats because we're like, the Unreliable is not going to work. Jag's about to get evicted. We need a new Jag.
You're right, and that was Matt.
We actually had, like, that was the one thing. The entire season, we're like, Jag hates us. Meanwhile, Matt likes us.
Did you actually think that throughout the season?
We both
Yes! Are you kidding? Well, not about you hating us.
We felt closer to you, but like, we were like, all right.
I was like, Jag's favorite player is Fessy. We just can't work with him at that capacity because
It's a sinking ship.
Matt's favorite player is Tyler.
And you know what? You know what? You ended up Scottying us. So yeah, you lived up to your name, to your favorite player's name.
Yeah, and then you lost just like Fessy.
You lost our votes.
Damn, dude. Why was that such a big deal? I was like, oh, Fessy was really funny when he did the recap of like everything that when him and Haley did the recap of every way they messed up, and then Izzy was like, Fessy's the worst player ever, and I was like, no, he's funny.
That's me.
Like, 1 second, I'm offended.
How dare you?
That was so funny. Wait, America. Wait, me and Cory, did you see when America and I did a recap of us messing up?
Yes.
I haven't seen that anywhere, actually.
I need to.
Maybe I've heard about it.
But I told him about it because I was like, oh, it was so funny. Like, and I'm there being like, Jag, like, I had already told you or tried talking to you, I guess. Because this is when you were on the block week 4. And I was like, come on, go pitch to Cam that you don't want to go up or something like that. And you're like,